Hi everyone, Ramie and Stuart here, and we want to show you how to spend a day in Edinburgh, Scotland.
Edinburgh was a primary inspiration for the Harry Potter stories. It's also home to the historic Royal Mile and has a castle that actually sits on top of an extinct volcano that overlooks the entire city.
Honestly, you could easily spend a week in Edinburgh, but we just had a day, so let's get started.
We are Ramie and Stuart of the Globetrotters, happily retired and traveling one adventure at a time.
We're starting our morning in the New Town at the cross section of George and Hanover Streets. Walking south, we have our first sight of the Old Town skyline, the Poppy Scotland building, and the commercial heart of the city, the East Princess Street garden section. We're walking past the Royal Scottish Academy, the National Galleries, and the East Princess Street gardens, with the Old Town perfectly framing the skyline. It's just amazing. And it's also a perfect place for a family picture.
Okay.
Our first big stop is the Scott Monument. It's the largest monument to a writer anywhere in the world. It's dedicated to the 19th century Scottish novelist, poet, and historian, Sir Walter Scott. It looks like a massive Gothic cathedral spire, just sitting right there in the middle of the park. It's beautiful. So now we're passing the statues of David Livingstone and Adam Black as we head toward Waverley Bridge. And you can see the iconic Balmoral Hotel up on the hill and the busy transit station below. A quick look back at the National Gallery as we head towards Old Town. Turning west onto Market Street, it's really uphill all the way up to the castle from this point on. The new steps are a shortcut to Old Town, but they're way too steep for Grandma. At the corner, we see the Black Watch Memorial statue, keeping a watchful eye on the truly remarkable and beautiful new college. Inside the college's courtyard is a statue of Scottish reformer John Knox and the University of Edinburgh's School of Divinity. The climb continues upwards past the timeless Ramsay Garden until we reach the start of the Royal Mile, which is the Iron Age Edinburgh Castle. On either side of the main gate stand Scotland's two greatest national heroes, Robert the Bruce and William Wallace of Braveheart fame. The esplanade is open and spacious with a tribute to the Duke of York, the India Cross, and the occasional Highlander. As we begin our walk down the Royal Mile, we're entering the first section, Castle Hill, passing the Tollbooth Kirk with its massive spire. Be prepared for crowds, but the walk here is really easy and real flat. Expect to see a piper and big crowds around the many street performers. The mile really opens up when we hit the High Street section and the remarkable St. Giles Cathedral. This Gothic relic has been the religious heart of Edinburgh for 900 years. And that unique crown steeple is really unmistakable. Further down, we pass the civic hub of the Old Town, which is the Mercat Cross. About halfway down the Royal Mile, splitting the north and the south bridges, is the Tron Kirk and its iconic spire. Take a peek up North Bridge and you can see the New Town's unique so-called ribbon building. Continuing south on High Street, it's definitely time for lunch. The Cafe Edinburgh has a great atmosphere, delicious hot chocolate, and a really truly amazing Eggs Benedict. After lunch, we're entering the last section of the Royal Mile, which is Canongate. We're passing the Tolbooth Tavern with its famous clock hanging out over the street. If you're in the mood, there's no end of local shops to choose from. At the very bottom of the Royal Mile is the ultra-modern Scottish Parliament building. Just beyond that is the palace of the Holyroodhouse, which is actually the King's official residence whenever they're in Edinburgh. The courtyard features an intricate clock and the King Edward VII Memorial and spring tulips. Time to head back. On the way, we had a bit of luck at Canongate Kirk. We actually stumbled onto a local wedding in progress. That was pretty cool. We discovered a beautiful little courtyard and a very cool veterans tribute. To head back, we're taking North Bridge for just a little different perspective of the city. Passing the General Register House and the Duke of Wellington statue right in front. One final pleasant stroll along Princess Street and a final look at the truly magnificent Scott Monument. Our last stop was St. Andrew's Square with its 150-foot Melville Monument and London plane trees. Including our lunch break, this entire 2.7-mile loop took us a bit over 4 hours. It's been a long day of walking, and Grandma in particular, she's ready for a rest. She conquered the hills and took in the history of Edinburgh perfectly. As always, we got to experience yet another amazing place, Edinburgh, Scotland.
We are the Globetrotters, and we hope you enjoyed exploring Edinburgh, Scotland with us. For more travel guides and inspiration, visit us at theglobetrotters.com. And if you loved this video, please make sure to subscribe and explore with us. We can't wait to see you on our next adventure.